Thicosaurus podcast. Okay. Are you guys ready? Let's do it. Dang, I don't think you guys got my reference, huh?
No.
Damn.
Well, I
She just said, let's do it. I said, are you ready? Let's do it.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
I don't know either.
The first thing that came to my mind was Shania Twain's song. It's like her saying, "Let's go, girls."
I was saying from Alexis off of Schitt's Creek. I'm a Lamborghini.
Oh my God, no, I haven't watched it in a while.
I never watched it fully through. Remember?
I only watched Schitt's Creek. It's cute.
It's funny.
I only watched like some of the parts with her. That's it.
Oh.
Only the only good portions. Yeah.
I finally finished Dairy Girls. I don't know if I ever told you.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was good. It was bittersweet.
Yeah, it's a bittersweet ending. Yeah, and I'm kind of like, oh, they only made 3 seasons? Yeah, and I'm like, oh.
But I like that though because
Yeah.
then that's the thing that I feel a lot of movies or TV shows, whatever, is missing what the kids call. They're like missing the plot. Like they're not getting the point where sometimes there are endings to stories and that's just it. There's not a sequel. There's not anything else that they can tell about the story anymore. Like that's it. And then that's whatever you think might happen. That's up to you to think.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just bittersweet because I'm like, oh, I liked it, but researched it. They don't have a physical copy because copyright infringement for songs, and so that's why they haven't released a DVD collection, and I don't think they're going to release a DVD collection because of it.
You gotta become a pirate.
So I gotta go pirate.
You gotta go and be a pirate.
Yeah, and get it from people who do it for me on eBay and buy the physical copies. So, yeah, that's pretty sad. But love the TV show. Love Dairy Girls. But hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Thicosaurus podcast. I am your host today, Melissa, and we have the lovelies,
Molly,
Anna.
and this is episode 151. 51?
151. I think that's the original amount of
51.
Pokemon for the first region, isn't it?
Do what?
Is it 151 the total amount of
Pokemon
for the first region? Is it not?
I think so.
I think so.
Sorry.
Sorry, Pokemon experts.
Don't ask
if you
me.
Don't know.
I don't know anything about Pokemon.
Yeah, I don't know.
Except
I
that
think it's 151.
who my favorite Pokemon is.
Jigglypuff?
Yes.
And it happens to be her, I think her number. Her date of birth.
No, was it? It's not my date of birth. Is it?
I don't know, but mine.
I just know yours is Jinx. But Jinx
I
is a
hate that.
diva, though.
Yeah, no, she is a diva.
Like, it's so crazy how you guys looked alike with blonde hair for a second.
Hell up.
No, because like you had a blonde moment.
Yeah, I
you know,
did.
or I should say like a blonde era. Yeah.
Yes, it was
Was it the
years.
19th?
And your hair did become yellow.
Yeah, at one point, yes.
Yeah.
Is it the
Mhm.
19th?
Yes.
Oh, nope.
Who is she?
She's seeking.
Oh,
Oh. Yeah, I am dramatic like that. Oh God.
that's
No, I forgot
funny.
how we came up to with Jigglypuff then.
I think because we did something and you popped up.
Oh, but we were
Jigglypuff.
doing another ranking, weren't we? Or not? We're not ranking. No, it was something else.
It was I forgot what we were doing, but it involved Pokemon, and you guessed if it was Jigglypuff, and it was Jigglypuff. I forgot what it was.
Yeah,
I
I don't remember.
I don't remember. So
Yeah. Well, anyways, this is episode 151, and mine's gonna be more like a serious, not really serious, but just
where's the fucking tissues?
no,
Over there.
Oh, okay.
no.
She
I am
always
not.
says that, but hey, internet.
If you know,
She lies.
know.
If you know, you know.
I tell it to Rod all the time.
If you
Whenever
know, you know.
I find something out in Dragon Ball Z without him, and he's like, "What are you talking about? Where'd you get that from?" And I'm just like, "If you know, you know, because I know you know." He's like, I know, but where did you get it from? And I'm just like, if you know, you know.
Ew.
Just to avoid
What the hell of?
the confrontation.
It's not saying if you know, you know. You go, if you know, you know.
Yeah,
You
and he
start
just sits
singing.
there and just looks at me and like laughs, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna tell you how I found out.
Anyways, this is more gonna be just like a more serious topic. Because I feel like, again, with our generation being the one to break the generational curse and all that shit, I guess like I just wanted to dive into it more and talk about it some more, because this is around the school time, and where like kids rely more onto the parents because this is, school time kind of thing. And sometimes some people don't have the greatest relationships with their parents. And so this is the time of the year where it gets pretty hard for kids. And so I kind of just wanted to talk about it. Kind of wanted to talk about like mother and father wounds within children, within us. If you guys are comfortable with sharing or not.
Okay, so then I was right. Glad we had the tissues ready.
Yeah.
Yes, bitch. I got daddy issues and mommy issues. I'm ready.
Yes. So for those who don't know what mother wounds and father wounds are, it's basically, daddy issues and mommy issues. That's basically what it is. But if you want like a Google definition, it's father and mother wounds are emotional pain and attached trauma caused by caregivers who are absent, critical, or emotionally unavailable. The reason why this is such a big deal is because it shapes how us adults view our self-worth, or how we trust other people and how we build relationships with other people is based on mother and father wounds. AKA is based on it's where villains are made. The whole reason why villains are the way they are.
You said the self-worth?
Yes.
I also believe it, in my own experience, it fucks with our self-esteem too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready.
Yeah. So
Give me the tissues.
So according to Google, you can have both. You can have one or the other. I always, a little bit about myself, I didn't really realize that I had daddy issues. Because in my mind, daddy issues was, I have an absent father. My father is not there. So that I have daddy issues. That's how it was portrayed when we were growing up, of having daddy issues.
That's your perception of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Growing up as a child, because that's all that was visible.
Well, that's what's in the
During
media,
media.
too. Yes.
Yes. Is when you have daddy issues, it's because your dad's not there. Or you have mommy issues because you don't have a mom.
So it's like physically they're not there. That's what you
Yes,
understood it
That's
as.
what I understood it as, being young. And then growing up, you realize, I got daddy issues even though my daddy's here. I got mommy issues even though my mommy's here. Literally. In the same house. Kind of thing. So that was a big eye opener for me. Okay, so people who, if that you guys still think that because you don't know, now you know. You can have daddy issues and mommy issues even though they are in the same house with you. Even though you guys still have that relationship with one another. You can still have it. They don't have to be physically absent to have those issues. Okay? So digging in to it, those who have mother wounds, according to Google, a lot of the core causes of mother wounds can be lack of maternal emotional safety, or conditional acceptance. There's for self-perception, There are deep feelings of unworthiness, shame, or core inadequacy. And then relational impacts of mother wounds can be people pleasing, difficulty setting boundaries, or repeating anxious attachment dynamics. Okay. Those with father wounds, the core cause of father wounds can be paternal physical absence, emotional distance, or harsh high expectations. Father wound self perceptions can be chronic self doubt, perfectionism, and trouble trusting inner authority. And then relational impact of father wounds causes hyper independence, fear of vulnerability, or choosing unavailable partners. Okay. So if you have any of these, you may have daddy issues. Okay. If you have, people pleasing, difficulty setting boundaries, anxious attachment, that might be mother wounds. Or it can be both. In other words, you have a parental wound somewhere. Okay. And learning this when we're finally in my 30s, it's just wow. kind of thing. Okay. So it's okay. I'm not saying that like your parents are bad. I'm just saying that your parents are also human and they're also learning. But if you want to be better, try to.
Or like if you want to heal.
Yeah.
Like if you know that there are things in your life that bring you pain and hurt, then there's a way to evolve from that. And unfortunately, that means addressing and naming what that is. So I think that's what you're trying to say. Like,
yes.
Name it. Yeah.
Yes, name it,
Identify it.
And I'm not saying that, again, like your parents are horrible, okay? Because you can still love your parent, okay? But you can also still have that boundary of being like, no, I don't like that.
I mean, that's just kind of like saying two things can be true.
Yeah.
They're good people. They're just bad parents.
Yes. And so I think that was my inner fight for a while because I'm like, oh, I don't want to talk bad about my parents because my parents love me. My parents love me. But
damn, you try to really convince yourself then.
Yeah, because again, during this time, I didn't understand that two things can be true. Okay, because we were so ingrained in ourselves that like parents were always right. Trust your elders, respect your elders, all that shit, in the Hmong community. And so it's really hard to finally distinguish that two things can be true. Yes, they're your parents. Yes, you can love them, but sometimes they're shitty people. Okay. And it's okay to see both of those sides. And it's okay that both of those sides are true. And then how you want to move forward with it is how you want to move forward. Whether that is cutting boundaries or cutting all contact, if that's your boundary, or still being able to go talk to them and be with them, but then tell them, like, if they ask you to do something, just be like, no, I'm not doing that. That's my boundary. I know that you want me to do that, but I'm not doing it. Kind of thing. So it just depends on how you want to move forward with it is your choice. Okay. So, yeah. Parent wounds, okay? Parent wounds. Let's see here. So, for me, I'm just going to go ahead and start, I guess you can say. Not really start, but just talk about like my experience with it. I feel like I have more of daddy issues than mommy issues, but I feel like it's not always. I haven't looked at my mommy issue side yet. Does that make sense? My father wounds are a little bit more prominent than my mother wounds are. And so, with me and my daddy issues, I have that relationship of I'm very hyper independent, and I struggle trusting. I struggle. What would I say? It was like self authority. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's like you don't trust inner authority, you say.
Yes.
So does that mean that you don't trust yourself?
Sometimes yes, because
Okay.
so it's chronic self doubt, perfectionism, and then trouble trusting inner authority. That's me. And the same with hyper independence, fear of vulnerability, and choosing unavailable partners. That one I'm not sure because I've only had I haven't really had a lot of partners, but I do know that like my last partner, yes, was very unavailable and very daddy coded, where like I did not like that. And so yeah, because of my daddy issues, yeah, I struggle with it a lot. I struggle with self-doubt a lot. Confidence. Don't I really, really struggle with that. I really struggle with perfectionism because on top of daddy issues, it's also with being, the Hmong daughter. You have to be that perfect Hmong daughter. So that's like a double whammy for myself. And then hyper independence. I am very hyper independent. Like I feel like there's some daddy issues people where you're either hyper independent or you're very male centered because you're searching for male validation because you didn't get it from your dad. And so we have people that we know who have daddy issues and they are very male centered. And then I feel like there's me who I'm very hyper independent and I'm just kind of like, don't talk to me. kind of thing. Very, not really male hating, but it's just, what's the word? I don't trust a lot of male authority figures in my life, whether that's like my bosses or, I don't know, like, I guess you can say like a lot of like when we were going to church and stuff, I just didn't really trust you male authority figures at church.
Can you ask if you ever figured out why?
I think it just goes back to my dad, where I'm just kind of like, I already know, like I think what had triggered in my mind that I know that my dad would never choose me over a stranger is when was it? I think I want to say when I first started to work. So like maybe 14, 15. Mm-hmm. I think me and my boss had gone into it because I think my boss had thought like I had stolen something and I told him like, no, I didn't steal anything, and so I was telling, I remember this to this day. I was in the living room and I think I was talking to this with somebody. I don't know if it was like Michael or Michelle or somebody in the living room. And I think my dad was sitting on the sofa and he was like listening to everything. And then my dad goes, well, what'd you do wrong? And then I was just kind of like, I didn't do anything wrong. I was just working. And my boss is just being an asshole and he's picking on me. And he's making it seem like I'm doing something wrong, which I'm not. And then my dad was just like, well, obviously, if your boss is telling you you're doing something wrong, then you're doing something wrong. And I'm just kind of like, I sat there and I was like, no. And then it finally clicked in my head where I'm just like, oh, so my dad would choose another man over than his own daughter, kind of thing. And I think ever since then, that's when I was just kind of like, you know what? Now I know where I stand with you. I don't feel safe. I know that I can't come to you to be safe. So I think that's where it all stems from. It's from that.
So you're saying that like you don't, because I'm just trying to understand, because you said you don't trust other males in general because then they'll hurt you and pit other people against you and then like make you doubt yourself. because your dad did that to you.
Yeah, and then a lot of the times it's just the way that they come off, especially the male authority figures in church. Okay, is very similar to my father, my dad. And so because of that, I'm just kind of like, I don't like that. You know, like I don't tell them that, but it's just one of those things where I'm like, there's something that you had just said or something that you did. I don't like the way you said that. And so now I'm going to put a pin in it and I'll come back later. But that's something that's kind of off, kind of weird. You know, and I think all women know this too. You know, when something's weird, you're just kind of like, that's weird. You know, that intuition that we have. And so just a lot of that. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was just trying to understand because you said that if there was another male authoritative figure, then you're just going to basically, you don't trust ever since that incident.
Yeah. I mean, just with female ones too. I mean, like, I think now, whether you're female, male, I don't care what it is. I still, like, I don't like that you said that.
So authoritative figures in general.
Yeah. It's just very, like, I don't like that. Or I just listen to what you say, and depending on how you move, I'm going to move.
Oh my God, I just realized something.
Huh?
You had to deal with male authoritative figures from your dad and from church.
Mm-hmm.
And then with the whole big thing with, like, that you had to deal with one of your previous jobs.
Mm-hmm.
It was flipped on you. It was like, since you made sure not to deal with any male authoritative figures, then it was kind of like the universe fucking with you and giving you like a female authoritative figure, and then like that messed with you too.
Oh yeah,
yeah, because I just realized that, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
The universe is like, my turn. Tap me in. It's time for me to fuck up Liz's life.
Yeah. And I'm just kind of like, okay, again, this is why a lot of the times is I'm going to watch you, which I'm pretty sure it's a survival technique where, like, I'm going to watch you move and I'm going to move based on how you move. Because, and I'm pretty sure Molly is the same.
Yeah, but that's me, like, in every situation, though.
Yeah, and that, I'm pretty sure that's, like, a survival technique because of whatever trauma we've gone through. That's what we learned is I'm going to watch you and then I'm going to move how you move.
I think Rod was mentioning that to me where he's like, it's, I'm the type of person who plans ahead of time because you don't know what's going to happen. So you already create scenarios ahead of time so you can prepare yourself to see what happens.
Yes.
Which she
that
said
is so sad. And also it means that you guys never really, I want to say give in, but you don't give yourself time to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he was saying, that, and he's like, it's just sad because you don't get the I guess the sense of surprise or like just like all that stuff. Like you don't really understand how that emotion.
We analyze like everything, like the situation that people. Why do you think sometimes, like when we were watching the Spider-Man movie, I was like, I knew it.
I knew it.
And I was like, I knew it. That was weird. I knew it.
I think because that also probably ties with how, like, when we get gifts and then we see the gift, it's hard for us to react to.
Yeah,
because we don't know what's coming, and so that's like the hard part for us. I don't know about any other siblings if they're like that, but like for me specifically, I analyze everything and prep for everything just so, like, I guess to prepare and stuff and don't have to like freak out and everything.
Well, I think that's, I think I agree with Rod. That is sad because you don't give yourself a chance to experience things and from a vulnerable point, because like that's what, like, as much as pain that I had went through, I at least gave credit to myself that I did give myself a chance to experience without like assuming anything bad, and then just kind of like give it my all. So the fact that you guys are so hurt to the point where you like don't even allow that to happen, that's sad. Like, Because I wonder how the dynamics now is. Like, I mean, you don't have to share.
Yeah.
But now I wonder how the dynamic is with you and Rod. Because that's something that you guys should be able to, like, that's the most intimate thing that you can do, is that you should be able to open up and be vulnerable with each other, you know? And so if you couldn't do that with other people, then how do you know when it's safe to do that with someone that as close as him?
Yeah. It was very hard. I think it's because he gave the vibe that like it's okay, you know? And it was just
what? Sorry, the vibe. He gave the vibe.
No, it's just what do you call it? Like the aura that you get.
Yeah.
And I guess it was sorry.
See, I told you it's not me.
It's still gonna happen. It's right there, on the other side. Oh my Jesus!
I was looking for the big ass box. Sorry.
It was just
Jesus. Okay, here you go.
It was just a different vibe than I was used to. And it wasn't like the kind that you would get like with family, which was very different, because unlike our parents, they're not willing to listen, you know, just from our view and stuff. While he was able just to sit there and listen.
Sorry, I can't look at you. You're gonna make me cry now.
But yeah, he was just basically, it was neutral ground, because he was basically an outsider, and so he is listening to this from a whole different view and hearing it from my side, rather than knowing, like our parents, where they just stick with what they know and what they were taught, and they didn't really listen to us, kind of thing.
I hear you.
Yeah.
But you also willingly told yourself that it's okay to be vulnerable too, because he can give off the vibe all he wants. You have to be the one that is willing to open that door and allow yourself to experience things from a safe place with him.
Yeah.
And you've been with him for how many years now?
It will be almost 4 years in November.
Yeah, that's pretty serious to spend that much time with somebody.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah, and I think it's just his approach to with everything is like, it's very different. Like sometimes when I complain about like sometimes just situations of the family, he'll just be like, be careful what you say, because I don't want you to resent people, you know, for things, and that will cause you specifically to have issues with them that you probably will not want to cut ties, you know.
You're saying like, be careful what you say to them or about them?
About them. And like he's like, sure that you can not like this person for doing this and this, but do not resent them because of that, you know, because like you also gotta think from their point of view, like what situation they're in.
To her, my mother and father wound. Don't get it.
Yeah, but he was just saying, yeah, just don't, like, I understand your frustration, but just don't resent them, and that will, to the point where it will affect your relationship with them.
Yeah.
Is what he kept telling me.
I don't know. I'm on the fence on that. I get what he's saying, but also if someone is repeatedly pushing your buttons, then you kind of have to cut them off.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's what I was like, to an extent. Yeah, I think because some, like, it would just be like about the same thing, like over and over, and with everything he's just like, just be cautious, and if you, cause, like, he's like, because I know you love them that hard, that good, you do love them, but just be cautious and try not to resent them too late, so it doesn't hurt you later even more, kind of thing.
Yeah, well, those are wise words that he said, but
yeah, because I'm pretty sure with his experience, it's probably preventing from what he did. Kind of for me, it's kind of, he doesn't want to have the same thing to happen.
like he resented them?
I'm gonna say so. Like he probably resented a lot of people, and then it probably went bad, and then he can't really go back, with his words and stuff.
Well, that's why you have to be careful what you say and do to people.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
basically, like don't be quick to cut off people
Yeah,
if you don't know like what the hell is happening.
yeah.
Yes, that's
So
basically what he
says,
saying.
just to be cautious, and if you really do love them, and you're not wanting to cut ties with them just yet, just probably see from their point of view and see. But if it really has to do it, then do what you have, do what you must.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good though.
Yeah,
That's good. He said that to you.
yeah,
But I'm very proud of you for being vulnerable with him, because that in turn taught you to trust yourself.
yeah.
And I've noticed that you've changed a lot. Like he gets like maybe, I mean, sorry to you, Rad, but he gets like maybe 25%, not even maybe 15% of the credit, but because most of it's you.
Yeah.
So I'm very proud of how far you've come. Like you've been able to clearly express how you feel, and you also, express your thoughts to us, candidly now. So I'm very proud of you, and I hope you are proud of yourself for coming this far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I am. But I think just now, because I think we had a talk before, and he was just, because I asked him, or I think because you asked about if we were happy or something like that. I forgot what it was.
Wait, I asked?
No, I don't remember what it was. But I think it's also because I was watching, is it Mythical Kitchen, where they bring like a celebrity and they eat like their final meal, their last meal. And then I think at the very end, they always ask the person if they're happy. And I was like, oh, because I asked him, I was like, what is like the correct feeling of being happy, Because I was like, are you like, because like there's the happiness that comes with what do you call it? I don't know what you call it, like instant gratification,
Like you're content. Like what do you mean?
Like if you win something, that kind of happy. Like there's a certain word for it. Like instant gratitude, like the instant happiness, the
I know what you're talking about. I don't know what the term is.
Yeah, it's kind of like the instant happiness that you get just because you got like a reward or something. Is that like how happiness is supposed to feel like? Or like, are you supposed to like be like smiley and happy, like smiley feeling for happiness? And I think he was saying like, I don't think so. I think it's just more of if you're just like satisfied with where you are and everything, and that you're in a good part of life, that you're quite satisfied and everything. And I was like, oh, because I don't know if it's your mind too, but happiness in my mind, I would think it's like you're in a very good mood, you're just very smiley and everything is what I assumed that happiness was, or being happy. But I guess people's happiness is very different depending on where you are in life.
I want to say it's very different. I think there's a scale of happiness. Yeah.
So I was like,
scale or spectrum?
Or a spectrum.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a spectrum. Yeah, that's the word, not a scale.
Yeah, everybody has their own definition of happiness.
Yeah, because I was like, because I think sometimes he'll ask me like, are you happy? Just with like a lot of stuff. And I'm like, I don't know, because it's like, I don't really know what happiness is supposed to feel like sometimes.
In my own definition, happiness is basically that you feel safe and that you 100% or at least close to like 90%, 90 to 100% feel like you can, whatever decision you make, whatever action that you take, that you are okay with it.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I guess I feel happy, I just don't, it's just weird because you don't have that.
You're not used to it.
That, the way people, show, like, social media and everything, how they portray happiness is very different from how you feel.
Yeah, it's kind of like the whole butterflies versus your fireplace. You know, where like people are saying that when you're really in love, or you know, when you found that person you love, it feels like a fireplace where it's just warm, where it's calm.
Yeah.
It's, you know, you're safe. It's warm. It's there. You know, versus butterflies where that's like the anxious feeling, you know? And so kind of like what you had said, when to me, when I think of happiness, I think of that warmth, that content, that if I have to say, well, if I think about it and I say, you know, I like it. I like this feeling. You know, like to me that's when I know that like, oh, I'm content. Like I'm actually happy because I like this.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But yeah, going back to what you had said, yeah, I feel like that's what it's comparing to, is when you have that, or as I like to say, when I wrote something to my friend, I told that person that like I can finally exhale after holding my breath.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
That feeling, yeah.
Yes, I can finally exhale. You make me exhale, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you're happy. It's just a different version that we're not used to because we're not surviving.
And it's unfamiliar to you.
That, and then we don't have to constantly try to do things to keep it.
Proof.
Yeah.
Not constantly have to prove your worth.
Yeah.
To be loved. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like, like even when I hang out with Rod, I'm just like, we don't do anything.
Yeah, you just like being around them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, I would say that's happiness for you.
Yeah, I think it's also because I don't think I'm like tied with my emotions a lot either. Just because like sometimes like when we go to like concerts and stuff, it takes me a while to like be all hyped for the show, like for the concert.
Yeah, because we weren't really allowed to show emotion.
Yeah, because like I think when we went to
Mama
Moo, I didn't feel it until we got there. And then I think when I went with Rod to his Spanish band play concert, he looks so excited, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, that's weird because like I'm not usually like that for concerts. But then again, I was like, but then again, the way I was raised, yeah, emotions wasn't really that big of a thing.
Yeah. Didn't know that there's a wheel of emotions.
Yeah.
It was just
that.
It was just like, it was just either mad, sad, happy.
And then we'd always have to carry a mask everywhere we go.
Yeah, so we didn't know like in between those feelings there was other feelings that you can feel both feelings at once.
Yeah.
This is what this means. Yeah, you know, we didn't know that growing up. So a lot of the times when people are like, well, what do you feel? And I'm like, I really don't know.
Yeah, a lot of time
really
I
don't
always
know.
tell him that because like, I genuinely don't know.
I don't know.
He would just like, okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah, to go back to what we were talking about earlier, what were we talking about earlier? Vulnerability? Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Yes. So, having mommy and daddy issues.
Yeah. I think what we said was something about like inner authority, and meaning you don't trust yourself. And
Yes.
and the reason why we said that you don't trust yourself is because basically because of that, you don't allow yourself to be vulnerable.
Yes, correct. Or like if I do show vulnerability with you, I trust you. And that's like very, very little people
Yeah.
that I'm able to do that with.
Which is funny because I think with Sagittarius is we are very picky on who to trust.
Yes.
And once that trust is gone,
it's gone.
It's gone. That's why most people say it's to be very careful with having bonds with Sagittarius because once that bond is gone, they're they're gonna leave you and not like want to be affiliated with you.
Mm-hmm.
That's why for me, like, it's hard for me to actually like like let someone go or like cut someone off unless they did something really bad, like to the point where I would have to cut it off.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I haven't gotten to that point yet, so
Yeah.
I hope you don't ever have to get there.
no. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
with me, is like, I haven't gotten to that point yet, but I have like, when I read that where like we are very close bonded with a lot of people, and then once that, yeah, if that thing is broken, then it's gone. Like we would not want to try to make amends or anything.
I don't know if it's necessarily like with your sign.
No.
I just think that you, in general, as a person, is very caring.
Yeah.
And you'll do everything in your power for the people that you care and love about. You will make sure that to the ends of earth that you do everything in your power to stay with them and work things out.
Yeah.
But if they do something that eventually crosses the line, then you know to choose yourself at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah. I give you multiple chances. And then last one. That's it. That's it.
It's gone.
No more. You don't get nice Melissa no more. Nice Molly no more.
No.
Bye. But yeah, so hyper independence, fear of vulnerability, and then choosing unavailable partners. Yes. To those, yes.
I don't think for me was choosing unavailable partners. I think I just never had interest of looking for anyone for the longest time.
Yeah,
For me.
I think for me it was for partners, I think it was more of to get married, have a family, yada yada yada,
Yeah.
do that typical.
Yeah. To be honest, though, for me, that stuff was never in my mind throughout the years
It
until
was-
like maybe a few years ago, because sure, I love the typical romance and stuff, but I never had the thought of, oh, I want to talk to a person, or like start a relationship or start a family or anything. That stuff was like never really in my mind.
Yeah. I feel like mom and dad was so focused on me and Michelle that like they didn't really ingrain that into you. Like by the time I got to
No.
you and Matthew, they were kind of like,
Forget it.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know how it is, like, yeah, for, like, Matthew's end. Because, like, yeah, like, love was not, like, a relationship. Like, that kind of love relationship stuff was, yeah, I was not interested in any of that throughout my school years. Like, sure, I was like, oh, some of the boys are cute and all, but then I wouldn't have no, like, acknowledgement of, oh, maybe we can date or dating.
Did you ever do that one crazy thing where you like a boy and then you girls, you know what I'm talking about. You put your name and his last name together and you're like Mrs. so and so so and so. Did you ever do that? Did you ever do that?
Only after I got married.
Oh, damn. Maybe.
I was like, no.
Because I know that sometimes me and my friends would do that. Like, we'll have a crush on somebody, like a really hard crush. And then we would, like, so say this person's name is, like...
I think it was because, like, the way that I grew up, we didn't... Taking our husband's last name was not even a option because we already viewed in the strict Hmong lands that sharing the same last name was already taboo. So it wasn't even a thought to take it.
Oh.
So that's why I never thought of that. That's why whenever I like saw stuff at the store saying like Mrs. Chad Michael Murray, I'm like, that's weird. But like I didn't really think much because I saw merch like that and I'm like,
Yeah.
what? So
yeah, there was a point where, like me and my friends or like sometimes me and my cousins, we would do that. We'll have like a hard crush on like a celebrity or something and we were like, Mrs. So-and-so.
I'm going to be so honest with you. I think that might be like a white girl thing.
Probably. Probably.
Because we did not do that.
I was like trying to think. I was like, I don't think I had a lot of white friends in school. Mine were more on the diverse side. Like I had more of the Latino and the black friends than than white people. 'Cause I didn't really hang out with the white people.
Yeah, I think for me when I was doing this was like middle school era, so like 7th grade, 8th grade era.
What I only remembered around that time was doing like MASH, but not like putting my name with theirs.
Oh yeah, Nash, yeah. Just to see how like your names would like look together, like your name and his last name.
I only did that after I got married.
Oh my god!
I would see people do it.
Yeah.
You would secretly do it?
No, I would see people do it.
Oh yeah, same. But I personally never did it. That's why I said.
Yeah, where's Michelle? Because I know that she did this.
That's why I think it's a white girl thing.
Yeah, because for me, like I said, love and like dating and stuff was not in my mind this time. So I was very oblivious to any of that stuff.
I think that was a blessing in disguise for you, though.
Yeah,
because imagine that, like you at that young age, if you did take any type of investment in like love or relationships, that will fuck you up. Yeah, then you'll have a story to tell.
Yeah, because I was like, I had no interest of finding a boyfriend or whatnot. I was just hung out with friends, and like a good majority of my friends were guys too. So I don't think I had that intention at all. But then, like I told you, the one guy in middle school where his friend told me that he liked me. And if I wanted to go out with him, because it came from the friend, I didn't think it was serious or for real. So I said no, because it was, plus his friend was like the jokester too, like the jokester of the class.
God,
she clocked it.
You literally just broke his heart. Imagine that he was waiting around the corner, and then that friend went back and said,
but then in my head,
hey, she said no.
But in her head, she thought that it was just a joke.
It was just a joke because it's the guy who jokes around all the damn time.
Yeah, so she said no.
And I said no. That's why I'm in my head. I'm like, if he liked me, he could just told me straight up.
Yeah, or
I don't like people beating around the bush. Is the thing.
Yeah,
I think that's also what threw some people away too. Sometimes at school because I was very blunt. Too.
Well, like you both had said to me before that boys back then were so intimidated, but I think what it was is that they were told that girls will always listen to you. Girls will do whatever you say.
Yeah, and I talked back too.
Yeah,
them, they thought that was weird, and I guess it interested a few of the guys too. But I'm just like,
I like that.
They want to be manhandled.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh, yeah, okay. But love and romance stuff like that in school. No, that was over my head. I didn't care and about that anyway at all. All through high school, I didn't care.
I was trying not to care. Yeah. At all.
I didn't care. I was like, oh, that guy's cute, okay. And then I see him in class and I see how he is. I'm like, oh.
I was trying not to care at all because sometimes I just always attract the weirdos. And I'm just like, please just leave me alone. I just want to finish my school education.
Me, it was like the Latino guys. And I'm just like, I know the Latino people too. And I'm like, no, don't even. It's like, I know how you are. No, because majority of them was like, I grew up I knew them since elementary school, and I was like, I know how you were. No.
Wow, you don't want to be with the person that they were back then? Was it
no,
weird?
No, it's just because just how they are then, and I'm just like, oh no, thank you. But like I said, I didn't view them as a dating or like a spouse potential.
So it was just more of like,
it was just
it's weird. We were classmates like that.
Yeah, because there was, I remember there was this one childhood friend of mine, this guy, childhood friend, and he liked my my Hmong friend that I went to her wedding, and he liked her so much. It's to the point where whenever he comes over, she either runs away or she like hides behind me and like tell him to go away. And I'm just like, okay.
Wait, are you saying like he's like kind of just stares at her, or like
he likes to, like every time he sees her, he'll go and try to go talk to her every time, and she does like not like him at all. Does she kind of already gave him cues to not like talk to her, but he kind of ignores it.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
Yeah. And then this is funny because she'll be like, I'm gonna go. I don't know like why, and I look over. I'm like, oh,
I see.
But yeah, that love interest stuff. Yeah, I didn't care for it or it just was never on my mind. I think it's because I was stuck in La La Land and thinking of anime and their kind of romance, and I'm like, oh, how sweet! It's only in manga though, but in reality, I don't want to experience that kind of thing. But yeah, never was interested in that until like years later, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just try it.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay. Going back to mother and father wounds.
Yeah, go ahead, girl.
Go ahead.
Dang, it's been almost an hour.
Okay. So, dang, what was I gonna say?
Back to mother and father wounds. Oh shit!
Oh shit! Sorry.
What is it? Is it a
Silver alert?
Oh no!
It's a silver alert. Isn't that for elderly people?
Yes.
Yeah.
Last known in Wellington, Kansas.
That's bad.
Damn.
I hope they're okay.
Yeah. Sorry about that, people.
That was a silver alert for someone.
Yeah.
Hopefully they can be found safe and sound.
So yeah, back to mommy and daddy issues. Okay.
Essentially, it all leads back to that what we were talking about. So
Yeah.
Yes, it all leads back to it. The way you handle relationships, the way you talk to people, the way I was reading. People may not know it, but if you have anger towards your parents, sometimes that leaks out other ways. Whether that is yelling and hurting other people, being mean to other people. A lot of times I thought this was pretty funny. When it comes to road rage, that anger that you have comes from your parents.
Bitch, didn't I not call that?
Yeah.
Damn.
Comes from your parents. Okay? It comes from your parents.
I'm like,
Okay?
What?
I was like, because you married one.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But then I noticed, remember I said that about you guys?
Yeah.
I was
'cause
like,
had
that road rage is kind of scary. And you're like, it's normal.
Yeah, it's normal, but no. Sometimes, though, they drive fucking stupid. Okay?
Yes.
But
It's still not an excuse.
yes. But sometimes I'm just like, I turn into Red from That 70s Show, and I'm like, that dumbass. What a fucking dumbass.
I don't know. I get I'm very sensitive to any type of outburst. And so that was the first thing that I was like, I can't.
Yeah.
Like the first was your father's tone of voice. And then secondly was y'all's road rage. That was scary to me.
And so, yeah, the more dug into it, yeah, the road rage that you have, that anger that you have when you were road raging comes from your parents. It's some type of mother-father wound that you have, and you
kept it back
suppressed
there.
it. Yep. And it's coming out in different ways, whether it's those teenagers who bully other people, it's because of their parents. If it's road raging, it's because of your parents. If it's you being mean to other people, from your parents.
So what else did you read then? This is interesting.
Yeah. I think that's all that I had saw that I was like, oh, that's interesting.
How did you feel when you read that?
And I was like, oh yeah, I had a hinkling that's what it was. Because in all honesty, all of my anger that I have is because of my parents. It's because of me grieving the childhood that I should have had, me grieving things that I should have had. But I had to grow up faster than other people. Therefore, I'm angry. And then on top of that, our government makes me angry too. Okay. And so I think a lot of millennials, a lot of people, just people in general, not even millennials, but I just feel like millennials get it the hardest a little bit. But I think just in general, a lot of people are angry because of their parents. Okay. And I'm kind of sad that like sometimes I listen to other people on how well their relationship is with parents. And like how easily they are able to communicate and like talk to them and their parents understand. I unfortunately did not have that relationship with my parents, but I do envy that sometimes that, you know, if something bad happens, you can call your parents and they can support you.
No, you're not expecting them to yell or get
Yes.
mad at you.
Versus for us, if we did something bad, we're like, oh shit, dad's gonna kill me.
Yeah, because
dad's gonna kill me.
I think you guys have said it in the past that you'd rather sit in jail than call your dad.
Yeah.
Which is sad to say.
And it's sad because like that's our last resort. Is if that's our last resort. If anything had happened, we would do everything else but call our dad. And then if we had to call our dad, that was the very last resort because we didn't want to get in trouble with our dad. Because it's just, not that he was scary, but it's just an earful. It's a constant earful. You know what we're talking about.
It's like an earful, and then he just makes you feel even like smaller. And it just...
Yeah, because he's a bully.
Yeah. Yes. And feel you smaller and make you feel dumb.
Yes. And so we, instead of going through that, we will do everything else.
You'll avoid it.
Yeah, it's kind of like when my car broke down. And I eventually called Michael first because I was like, I'm going to hold off on Dad.
Yes.
Because I know how he's going to react and stuff. So I was like, okay, let me ask him. Because I knew it was late, so I didn't know if you guys would have been able to drive over to where we were at. And so I was like, let me call him first. The calmer of the sea first. And then C.
Yeah.
And so that got situated, and it's okay. Then I had to eventually call Dad to figure out how his stuff worked and stuff.
It sucks though, you know? It really sucks that being the older siblings, especially when the parents weren't doing their job, that we had to take up that responsibility. I know that Mike does it from a good place, but at the end of the day, what we ended up doing was taking our parents' jobs and neglecting ourselves. And then in the end, it just kind of like really hurt us, you know? So, but it's nice though. It's good. But I hope that you guys, I know it's really hard for you guys to express your emotions, and I've already said it, but you know, life is too short, and I hope that you guys take time to tell your brothers and your sisters how much you guys mean to each other and how special they are for you guys, because tomorrow is not promised.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, definitely. Especially since we are all older. We're all, you know, in our late 20s. Late 20s, the 30s, you know. Yeah, it's just kind of like everything, all the years kind of flew past really fast.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, shit.
I mean, especially when you look at your parents too.
Yeah.
You know, they do eventually slowly become children again.
Yeah, and then that's what kind of brought me up to this topic, is that like you don't know you have those wounds until like sometimes for me, you know, having to take care of your parents again and having to reparent yourself because of the stuff that they weren't able to teach you, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which it is sad, but at the same time, it just has to happen if you want to heal and move forward with your life. It's just something that has to happen. You have to realize where your parents fell short and where you have to teach yourself.
You said that kind of reminded me of that Asian chick on TikTok where she's like, when you have to treat your mother like she treated you with your report card with her medical records, her test results. And she's sitting there like trying to discipline her mom because of her medical records.
Yeah.
It was just funny.
So, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard when you have mother and father wounds. I'm still, again, my father wounds, my daddy issues are more prominent than my mommy issues, but more and more I think about it, the more and more I'm like, I kind of do a little bit have mommy issues a little bit too, where my mom was very, you know, silent, avoidant, and there are times where inner child me is just kind of like, why didn't you say something? You know?
Yeah.
Well, she was doing what she could do to protect herself. So she could feel safe.
Exactly.
But, I mean, mother and father wounds, whatever wounds, I think that I personally take back the power and I am empowering myself to move forward.
Yep.
Because at some point, you will have to turn the mirror back onto you and ask you, what are you going to take accountability for? Because, yeah, all that stuff that happened to you in the past, it was your parents' fault.
Yes.
But now you are the adult. So what are you going to do about it? And if you don't do anything about it, you'll bleed onto other people too, just like your parents. And that's not fair to them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because I think sometimes when I'm talking with Rod, when I tell him like, well, we were raised this way and stuff, he's like, because he'll be like, I understand that, but that shouldn't be your excuse every time. You should, since we're adults now, you should use that as advantage. Like, because I was raised like that, I should be doing something else. You know, I should be doing this,
right,
and doing that. And I was like, oh,
which I understand, but at the same time,
yeah,
I feel like we were raised in a cult, as I say, jokingly, but not really jokingly, where we just followed.
Yeah.
Okay. Our parents told us to do this and we just followed. We didn't think for ourselves a lot of the times. And so we never thought outside of that boundary before until somebody else points it out. And then we're like, oh, you know what? I don't have to do it like that anymore.
That's what I was like. I told him, I was like, it's like, yes, that's true. But then for us who's kind of were raised cult-like, it's going to take a while.
Yeah.
Because, like, if not, I'm pretty sure that like the horror movie, I forgot what it's called, where that person reverted back into her cult-like self because of how much damage she got from the characters. I'm pretty sure at one point we probably could do that too.
Well, because that's what you remember is what kept you safe.
Yeah.
Which is I think that, like, I might be saying it wrong, but there's like an attachment style called fawning, and basically you kind of it's kind of like people pleasing. You do whatever that you need to do to look good in their eyes, so that way they don't bother you, or that way like the situation is safer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been listening to another self-help audiobook, and it was kind of like a why are you mad at me kind of deal, because in understanding like what the hell does that mean when you fawn over someone. And I was like, shit, I was fawning to protect myself for majority of my life. Like, no wonder it felt like love, but it wasn't love.
Yeah.
But yeah, so mother and father wounds, to kind of just wrap this thing up, because I feel like we can go on and on and on and talk about it. So I'm trying to not go over so long because we're already at our hour limit already. But will it ever go away? I don't think it's not gonna ever forever gonna go away. But kind of like trauma and healing, it's never gonna go away. But you learn ways to not really cope with it, but you learn
kind of to live with it.
What's the word called? They said it here. I forgot. Let me look. Let's see here. When you heal, it's not like you're putting a band-aid on it and like calling it a good. You know, like it's never there.
It's a scar.
It is there. Yeah, it's still there, but you learn
like
how
a burn,
to.
And then the mark is still there.
Yeah, you learn how to bob and weave. You learn how to change your mental states to not fall into the same pattern again. Okay, you learn how to visualize it, name it, and be like, I don't want to feel like that, or I don't want to do that, so I'm going to go in a different direction, kind of thing. That's what healing basically kind of is. You know, and of course we are advocate for therapy, so therapy is also a great way to go through that, to help with that. But is it ever going to go away? No, it's not going to go away. But the more and more you become knowledgeable of it, the more and more you're able to improve yourself and your mindset for it. Okay. So let's see. So it says, father wounds do not completely vanish like a physical scar that disappears, but its heavy emotional grip can fade Okay. So healing transforms the deep pain of absence, neglect, or criticism into quiet acceptance. Okay. So this comes from what Molly and them had said, where what Anna and them had said, where you see it, you accept it, but you realize you're the old adult now and you're choosing to be better, to move forward, to find another outlet basically for it. Okay. And so how the pain changes, triggers lose its powers. Okay. Old fears of rejection or not being good enough can still pop up, but they can pass quickly instead of ruining your day. So for a good example of this would be, I started a new job. Okay. And so reparenting myself of, Melissa, you're not a failure. Just because you can't get it on the first try does not mean you're a failure. You know, and trying for this new job, trying all these new procedures and stuff, you're not a failure. You know, so seeing that and honing in on, oh, this is brand new. I will fail at this, but it's okay to fail at this. And then we're just going to try again. Versus my old self where it's, oh, I failed at it. I'm a fucking failure. You're so stupid, Melissa.
God damn, you're so mean to her.
I know.
Jesus.
I know. Okay. But again, my inner critic wasn't myself. My inner critic was my dad's voice.
Oh.
Okay. So now my inner critic is finally me.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
How did you know it shifted to you?
When I had to reparent myself and I kept telling myself it's okay.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So, because again, parent, father, whatever wound, they would never say that. And so I knew it was me when I said, it's okay, try again, kind of thing. So, so those triggers lose power. Whatever your parents say, sometimes when you finally get to that point, it'll click in your head and then you'll be like, you know what? That's not true. Sometimes it comes years after. Sometimes it just click one day and be like, you know what? I used to think everything you said was true, but in reality, it's not. You know, and it doesn't hurt me the way that you wanted to hurt me anymore. And sometimes it takes a couple years to finally get to that point, but once you get it, that's what it means when your triggers lose power. Okay. Your choices improve, so you stop choosing emotionally distant partners and start choosing safe things instead. So, and healthy connections instead, you know. And then your self-compassion grows. You learn to give yourself the validation that your father or your mother failed to provide. Versus, like what I had said earlier with the voices in my head, when I knew it was my voice, it was because I told myself, you did good, Melissa, or it's okay, try it again, you know? So those are steps, you know, towards healing. That's when you know that your pain is changing, kind of thing. So, and then it says, step towards healing. It says, grieve the loss. Allow yourself to feel the sadness for the parent you deserved but never had. Okay. And so, and you know, grieving is not linear. It's up and down. So some days you think that you're over it, and then some days you're not over it. You know, and that's okay. That's grieving. And then again, reparenting yourself. Meet your own emotional needs with kindness and firm boundaries. Okay. And then last one is seeking support. So work with a therapist who understands relational or childhood trauma. Okay. Yes, you can lean on your friends and your family too, but ultimately we need to go to therapy. Okay, I need to go to therapy because I have not gone to therapy, and I really do need to go to therapy. But yeah, so mother and father wounds. Everybody, you okay?
Yeah, I'll tell you after.
Okay. So, mother and father wounds, everybody. We are all learning. We are all in our own hell, but just remember to be kind to one another. We don't know what each other is going through. Just be kind to people, okay? And I wish the best for you guys on this journey of self-love, and we will see you guys in the next episode, okay? Bye, guys.
Bye.